Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Mark, a trainer here at WEX Field Service Management, and today we are covering offering financing in WEX FSM. This webinar will cover a financing overview, how to apply for financing, manage your loan options, how to offer financing to your customers. We'll take an example from the desktop version and the mobile version of WEX FSM, and how to receive your payment from the financing dashboard. We'll do a live Q&A at the end where you can get your questions answered live on stream. And the first part of this is really just why financing. So, yes, WEX FSM is a tool that helps you run your business. There's a lot of different features, and the financing feature is huge in helping you increase your close rates for bigger jobs. If you have customers who are kind of on the fence, maybe the job you want to do for them is a little more expensive than what they can afford, they'll have to say no because they can't afford it. Then you will be able to offer them loan options. You can do this from the office or out in the field. You can even offer self-service for them to look at the loans and decide what they want and do applications online from wherever they are. And that will help boost your average ticket size, win more jobs against competitors if they don't have financing loans available for their customers. Improve your customer satisfaction and trust. If you have an issue with your unit and you need a new one real bad, and before you weren't able to get it, but now you can through financing, that helps drive that long-term revenue growth and trust with your customers. Now, we're going to start at the very beginning. Let's go ahead and dive into the WEX FSM software. And the first step of setting up financing in your system is first you will apply as a contractor to get the loans into your system, and then you will send those or present those loans to your customer. The place to do this, to sign up for financing as a feature, is by going to Settings, Subscriptions. That will bring you to the subscriptions page. It will first start you on the My Plan page, and we want to look at payment options. Scroll down and you will see the financing portal. We have a lot of different lenders, Synchrony, GoodLeap, Green Sky. Each lender does have a different process for signing up. Some of them have, different minimum requirements for your company. Like Synchrony must be approved for WEX FSM card processing, have good credit, and a low rate of customer complaints. GoodLeap, minimum 2 years active in business, etc. When you are deciding on which of these you want to use or sign up for, you can click Learn More to go out to their site and just learn more about that lender. You will see a red plus button next to the lender that you would like to apply for. When you click on that, it will then open up the application process for you as a company. You'll enter your information, submit that, and then you will get a approval or a decline from the lender. Once that has been approved in your system, you will then need to select your loan options. If you are declined for any reason, then you will get a message from the lender letting you know why and next steps. Once approved, you will see a green check mark next to the name of the lender. And this is from this page, this is just telling you which lenders you have applied for, and this is the starting place for applying. Once you've been approved, you will then need to go to your Manage Loan Options page. So you'll go to Hold on, let's go to here. Payment options, financing, manage loan options. That will bring you to the loan options page. Now, if you have not signed up for any financing just yet, then this page will be empty. Once loans have been added, you will see a very long, large list of loans. They will offer, a ton of loans for you to choose from. I recommend coming in and only selecting a few. You don't want to have too many options for your customers so that they're cross-eyed looking at all the different options. You'll want to just pick the ones that you know will work for your customer base. To learn more about the loans, it will tell you a summary of these loans here. So this one is 6 months, no interest with payments, then a 5.99 APR. You can click on the plus sign to show details for the loans. It will show you the loan provider. You can sign up for multiple providers. So if you wanted to have, Green Sky and Synchrony at the same time, that is up to you. From here, you will also see offer this loan. So there's a column here that says offer this loan. And once you click on that, that will then select this loan. And these are the loans that will be available when you're offering them to your customers. You will be able to use the normal proposals that you use in your system to, you know, show those, or I guess like build out jobs for your customers, just a normal proposal. And on proposals, you will have a place to offer financing. When you click offer financing, the loans you have selected here are the loans that will be available for your customers to choose from. You can also, when you click offer this loan, you can select offer to self-service. That will then allow your customer to fill out the application on their own. So if you want the scenario where it's just you and your customer and you are helping them in the moment one-on-one, you'll have offer this loan only. If you want to be able to send the proposal to your customer and have them fill out the application on their own without you, you'll want to turn on offer to self-service. That's up to you, however you want to do that. And then it is important to know that to offer a loan, there is a dealer fee. That is the cut that the loan provider will take. And the way that works, the dealer fee is on the side. The higher the dealer fee, the higher the percentage they'll take from the total loan amount. So if you are offering the loan to your customer, when that is paid out to you, it will be paid in a lump sum that is sent to your bank account, but it will be less the dealer fee. So typically, the higher the dealer fee, the better it is for for your customer. But they need to make their money on the back end, and that is what the dealer fees are for. So go through, look at the dealer fee, look at what you're offering, and then decide which loans you want to select and offer to your customers from here. Once you have these loans selected, then you are now ready to offer these loans to your customers via proposals. So now I am back in I'm just on a job. So I'm on a job for my customer, Mary Jones. Any job you create, whether you're creating a job from the schedule page through an appointment, you're on the customer page, creating a job from there. Any way that you would create a job, you will be able to find the proposals and financing section. I'm creating a proposal. You can click new, or copy to create a proposal. And once you have a proposal created, let's go ahead and click on the proposal to open that proposal up. I've already mocked this up for today's presentation. And our scenario here, we are selling a big ol' install for 10 grand to our customer, Mary. And we want to offer some financing options for Mary. So we're going to scroll down, and on any proposal, you will have this option here, select a financing product. Now, if you have not set up financing, then you will not see this here. This will show up after you have signed up for financing, have been approved, selected your loans, and then you will have this option here. So there is a little foundation work needing to be done. But once you have financing set up, this is a very simple process. Click select a financing product. Click the drop down. The loans that you selected on the Manage Loan Options page are what are available here. So this is what you would select from. Let's go ahead and choose Plan 920, no interest if paid in full within 6 months, and click Save. This will first add this as like a recommendation. It's going to have some quick access information that you can see, suggested monthly payments for a 6-month term, the amount to finance, etc. If the customer says, yeah, let's go ahead and finance, then you will continue to the application. Click Continue to Apply. And right through the proposal in WEX FSM, we are now moving on to the financing calculator, which is the application process. This is telling that we're going to finance $10,725 is what we're asking for. The job location state is important. It does need to be the same state that you do business in. And then the plan you've selected is here with the information about this plan. If you are doing this with your customer right in front of you, you can, give them maybe your phone or tablet. You can send this to them and they can fill it out if you have the self-service option turned on. You will click Start Application. And now, just like, any financing application that you would do, the customer will then start filling out their information and submit it to the lender. Approvals are instant, so you'll know right away if your customer has been approved or declined. If they are approved, then you're good to go. You will be able to do the work and track that loan status on the financing dashboard, which we'll look at in just a second. If they are declined, your customer will receive messaging from the loan provider, letting them know why and next steps. So once this has been submitted and approved, then you will want to go to Payment Options, Financing, Financing Dashboard. The financing dashboard is where all of your loans will live. So, once you start really revving up your financing, you're going to have technicians out in the field offering financing. Maybe your office crew is also offering financing, over the phone. You're going to have a lot of different loans in your system, and you will need a place to just check up on the status of each loan for each customer. So this page lets you know who the loan is for with your customer, the lender they have with, the loan amount, and then the next steps. So I can see these are this is in a draft form. We haven't submitted the application yet. These have been approved, and I need to accept the offer from the lender. And then once you've accepted the offer, now you do the work. It's time to take that payment, accept payment. So ready to pay means that the job is done, everything is finished, and now the customer, needs to pay. They're going to use their loan, so you will click accept payment. The money will be sent to your bank account we have on file, just like processed transactions. It is sent in a lump sum, so you'll get the entire amount of the loan sent to you minus the dealer fee for that loan. And then your customer, the really nice part about this is everything else after that is now done with the lender. So you don't have to worry about collections or follow up. The customer will pay the lender now until they pay off the loan. And, if there's any collections or delinquency on that, you are not responsible for that. That is between your customer and the loan provider. You can also offer loans from the mobile app. So we are going to go to the mobile app to show you what that will look like. What we have seen in today's example has been using a proposal from the desktop version of WEX FSM. And now let's see how to offer financing out in the field using the mobile app. So we've got the mobile app here. I'm going to click into my appointment with Justin Hernandez. And it's the exact same process. So to offer financing to your customers, you will use the proposal. So I went ahead and mocked up a proposal for this. I'm going to tap on proposals from this appointment page, and we're going to tap into our proposal. Same scenario as before. We're selling a big ol' install for 10 grand. And we want to offer financing. So we will tap right here, offer financing. And same thing, make sure that your project location is in a state where you are doing business. Select the plan that you want. Let's do the same plan, the plan 920, no interest if paid in full in 6 months. The loan information then shows here, and we will click save. That adds as a recommended item. And so you will now tap apply now to then start the application. So this would be your customer's information that they're filling out. Submit that to the lender, and same as before, it'll go to the lender. You get an instant approval. If they're approved, now that will show up on your financing dashboard. If they're declined, it'll show up on your financing dashboard, but it will send a message out to that customer letting them know why and next steps. Once you have that, then you will be able to see that loan information on the proposal as well. And you'll typically use this proposal to present to your customer. And when you're ready, you can convert this to an invoice for your records. And now you'll have an invoice. When it's time to take payment, you can record that the payment was done via the loan. And that is how you do this on mobile. Let me check my notes here, make sure I did not miss anything. All right, we are good to go. So that is an overview of financing and how that works both from the office and out in the field. And we're going to move to our Q&A now. So get your questions ready. Before we do, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. My name is Mark with WEX Field Service Management, and this has been Offering Financing.